Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the 7th standard English class. In this class, we will continue the lesson 3 questions. In the previous class, we learned that the king went to the hermit to get the answers for the 3 questions, but the hermit ignores his questions even though the king helped him to do some of his work. And in the end, hermit saw someone running towards them. Now, let us continue the lesson in the second part and see what will happen next. The king turned round and saw a bearded man running towards them. His hands were pressed against his stomach, from which the blood was flowing. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground. So what happened? The king turned round and saw a bearded man running toward his as well as toward the hermit. His hands were pressed against his stomach and blood was flowing up. The moment he reached the king, he fainted. Here, the word fainted means lost consciousness, right? So he felt on the ground in front of the king. The king and the hermit removed the man's clothing and found a large wound in his stomach. The king washed and covered it with his handkerchief, but the blood would not stop flowing. The king redressed the wound until at last bleeding stopped. So when the king and hermit saw the man was wounded, they removed his clothes, and the king washed the wound and covered it with his handkerchief. But as the wound was deep, the blood kept on flowing. The king kept on dressing the wound until the bleeding stopped. The man felt better and asked for something to drink. The king brought fresh water and gave it to him. So here, after the king dressed the wound to the man was feeling better. He was feeling much better and he wanted something to drink. So the king brought him a fresh water to drink. By this time, the sun had set and the air was cool. The king, with the hermit's help, carried the wounded man into the hut and laid him on the bed. The man closed his eyes and lay quiet. The king, tired by his walk and the work he had done, lay down on the floor and slept through the night. So the sun was already down, and the king, with the help of the hermit, carried the bearded man into the hermit's hut and laid him on the bed. The king, on the other hand, was also very tired, as he was worked the whole day, and also helped the man dressing his wound. So he also laid on the floor and slept all the night on the floor itself. When he awoke, it was several minutes before he could remember where he was or who the strange bearded man laying on the bed was. "Forgive me," said the bearded man in a weak voice when he saw that the king was awake. So the so here what happens in the next morning when the king was woke up and just realizing where he was and who the bearded man was, at the same time the bearded man started to apologizing in front of the king. "I don't know you and have nothing to forgive you," said the king. So the king said, "I don't know you, then for what I will forgive you? You don't know me, but I know you. I am that enemy of yours who swore revenge on you because you put my brother to death and seized my property. I knew you had gone alone to see the hermit, and I made up my mind to kill you on your way home." Here, bearded man replies to the king that you don't know me, but I know you because I am your enemy. I have swore. Here, the word swore means to make a serious promise, right? I have swore revenge on you because you put my brother to death. That is, you gave order to kill my brother and seized my property. Here, word seized means took away, right? So you took away my property. I know that you are coming to hermit's place alone, so I made up my mind to kill you on the way back to the palace. But the day passed and you did not return. So I left my hiding place and I came upon your bodyguard, you who recognized me and wounded me. I escaped from him, but I should have died if you had not dressed my wounds. I wished to kill you, but you have saved my life. Now, if I live, I will serve you as your most faithful servant and will order my sons to do the same. Forgive me. And the bearded man continues saying here, he was hiding and waiting for the king to return, but the day passed, but the king did not return. So he went out from his hiding place. That time the king's bodyguard saw him and recognized him and wounded him in the stomach. He escaped from there somehow, and if the king would not have helped him, he would have died. So again, he apologized to the king. Here, he is apologizing because the person who he wanted to kill is the same person who has saved him. Right now, as he is fine, he's saying that he, along with his sons, will serve the king as a most faithful. Here, the word faithful means loyal and true. So, as a faithful servant. The king was very happy to have made peace with his enemy so easily and to have won him over as a friend. He not only forgave him, but said he would send his servants and his own doctor to look after him, and he promised to give back the man his property. So, after listening to the man, the king was happy because he thought that his gesture and act of caring helped him win over his enemies. That means his enemy is no longer his enemy but his friend. The king not only forgave him but also promised that he would send his own doctor for his treatment and also gave back his property. Leaving the wounded man, king went out of the hut and looked around for the hermit. Before going away, he wished once more to get answers to his questions. The hermit was on his knees, sowing seeds in the beds that had been dug the day before. The king went up to the hermit and said, "For the last time, I beg you to answer my questions, wise man." So the king, before leaving for his palace, once again goes to the hermit in the hope that he would get the answer for his questions. At that time, hermit was sowing seeds. Here, sowing means planting seeds in the ground. The king went near the hermit and said, "Wise hermit, for the last time, I am begging in front of you for the answers. Will you kindly answer to my questions?" "You have already been answered," said the hermit, still bending down to the ground and looking up at the king as he stood before him. The hermit replies to the king that you have already got your answers and continued working as the king stood before him. "How I have been answered? What do you mean?" The king was really confused here. He is asking how I got my answers. What do you mean? "Do you not see," replied the hermit, "if you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away. Then that man would have attacked you and you would have wished you had stayed with me. So the most important time was when you were digging the beds, and I was the most important man, and to do me good was your most important business. Now the hermit replies that, didn't you notice anything, king? Yesterday, if you had not pitied, here the word pitied means to feel sad for somebody who is suffering. If you had not felt pitied and helped me when I was tired and digging the ground, you would have gone away. This bearded man would have killed you. But just because you helped me and stayed with me, you are saved. So, the most important time was when you are helping me when digging the bed. And as you were helping me, I was the most important man for you at that time. And caring for an old person like me and doing good to me was the important business for you at that point of a time. Afterwards, when the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were caring for him. Because if you had not dressed his wounds, he would have died without having made peace with you. So he was the most important man. And what you did for him was the most important business. So the hermit further says that later on, when the man was wounded, you helped him by dressing his wound. You cared for him. So then that was the most important time for you. Because if you would have not helped him, the man would have died and you would have not get a friend, and that point of the time was the most important for you, and to help that person was the most important work or the business you can do. Remember then, there is only one time that is important, and that time is now. It is the most important time because it is the only time we have any power to act. Now, Hermit said that, King, remember that the most important time is now, that is present, because present is the only time that you have the power to act or do something. The most necessary person is a person you are with at a particular moment, for no one knows what will happen in the future and whether we will meet anyone else. The most important business is to do that person good, because we were sent into this world for that purpose alone. So the hermit continues saying that the most necessary or important business is to do good or make that person feel good who is present in front of you. This is the only reason or a purpose that we are sent on the earth by the God. Okay, my dear students, this is the end of the story. Hope you have understood the lesson. So I will see you all in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye.